All right. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the 2026 Mario Kart Wii World Cup. And we should be in for a really exciting match today, as Team Canada will be going up against the defending champions, Team England. My name is Fresh, and I will be casting this match alongside Brody. And
Glad to be
I think
here.
without further ado, I think we should just get straight into the lineup, starting off with Team Canada. So, just to preface, they're coming off of a win around 2 or 3 hours ago against Scandinavia. So, just off that, I think the momentum should be on their side for this match. With the lineup, we have Zilla with a really impressive 127 points in that match. So, really, really powerful player. I expect him to be the primary frontal presence for this team because he's just so good mechanically. And if you need him to do something, he could probably do it. He's just that good. And the rest of the lineup is nothing to scoff at either. Zesty, a really experienced war player, very smart, knows what he needs to be doing. Alex, the same way, or Goober. And same can be said about Nuke. In the last match, I think Nuke was a little mistake prone, but I think if he's able to shake off, some of the nerves, he could show that he's a really powerful war player. And yeah, I mean, MKWii as well. MKWii, I would argue, in that match against Scandinavia was a big deciding factor. I think pulling 9 or 10 shocks, so very impressive stuff. Definitely don't sleep on him. If we're gonna take a look at the table from a matchup that they had last World Cup in 2023, so a little bit of difference in the rosters, of course, but Canada were able to keep it relatively close. You have to remember, this is the team that won the entire thing, so I'd say we'd be in for a really close matchup. Brody, do you have anything to add?
One thing I do want to add about because I've played with every single person on this team actually. So playing with Zesty especially, I don't know how to explain it exactly, but it just kind of feels like he's always in the right spot. He's super easy to play with. And he's just a really solid fourth, I think, for them. Who I guess like even though he's kind of inactive recently, I don't think that affects him that much because his speed was never his biggest strength anyways. Like it was always his like I guess positioning I want to say in the race that makes him super strong. And I think he's going to be a big factor in Canada's performance in this match to see how they do. But I think we can probably move on to England's roster. So just off rip, you can tell this is a really good team. I mean, Xander is definitely the most experienced player in this war, probably even in the whole World Cup. I mean, he's been D1. I don't even know how long, at least a decade. So, um, I would expect him to be calling a lot of the shocks. I would definitely consider him to be like a team leader for this team. That probably contributed to their success in 2023. And then Zach as well. I would call him like a new up and coming D1 player, but at this point, he's honestly just a staple of D1. He's won D1 twice, and he can pretty much do anything. Like he's just a really, really solid player. He's hard to hit. He's pretty fast. He doesn't really have any big weaknesses. And one thing with the World Cup is a lot of issues can come from chemistry, but he's shown that he can win and do well with anyone. I mean, he won D1 with KT. He's won D1 with like MA. So kind of two whole different teams that he's won with. And then moving on to Rosen, I would say he's probably the biggest rising player of the last 2 or 3 years. And in my opinion, probably has jumped up to being the second best Daisy player currently. And on being a Daisy player, I think it's actually having one Daisy player in your team is a really big advantage. Just that mostly the BCW glitch, but I think what's underrated about Daisy is the item evasion. Like it can be really, really hard to hit players like Mura and Rosen on Daisy just because they can drift a little bit tighter just to avoid things like within a super small margin. And then their last runner, Ops, who maybe some people don't even know, or if you haven't been paying attention, you'd maybe be surprised to see Ops playing. But he actually MVP'd D2 this past season. He's a super aggressive player, and he actually kind of came up on CTs, but kind of cut short by the race starting here. But DDR coming out first. I don't really know who's hosting. Yeah, Canada pick. So guess we'll just jump into the match.
Pick. Zilla starting first on this very strong track, which you'd want to see if you're Team Canada. It's triple nanas too, which is awesome. Zesty shrooming into first, top 2, early top 2. He does get nana there.
Yeah. Looks like Xander
just a little bit of lag there. Yeah.
But
he did end up behind Zilla, and he does get redded out. So yeah, this is top 2 for Team Canada.
Top 2 Ops. For Canada, but it looks like MKWi's 10th as well. So really good start for Canada. Looks like Rosen goldening up. He might get into first here.
So yeah, at this point, if you're Team England, you need to either get Shrooms to Shroom up. I mean, this is not a horrible spot. But if Canada do end up getting shocked, this can change really quickly, so...
Yeah, it's hard to tell. It looks like a bagger just fell off, whoever was in 10th, so... maybe England having shock in 9, it's a little hard to tell, but England holding 1-4-5, which isn't bad either way. Kind of good sandwich spots.
Oh, but this TC for Ops, and he's next to nobody, so...
Kind of in no man's land.
He's gonna have to hope he spams a Mega. Maybe he could pass it to Nuke here. Doc does come out. Maybe a Team England.
Yeah, definitely Team England. Maybe TS on wall glitch on the top
TS
spot.
on wall glitch, dodging Xander, so this is definitely gonna be top 2 for Team England. Yeah. Ops does get build though, so he's most likely getting 8th.
Oh,
good evasion right there. That's top 2-4. It looks like for Team England. So yeah. Well done by Seed. He didn't really get the chance to get an introduction, but he was able to win Division 2 with YSL 2 seasons back alongside Ops. So definitely don't count him out either. I do expect the shot count to be relatively even, but even with just one race, he was able to turn what would have been an even race into a top 2-4 for Team England. So well done by him.
Yeah, I was kind of unsure on this bagging battle. I don't really know exactly the skill. Oh yeah, I don't know the skill really between the two baggers, but clearly they're both solid. With Seed obviously winning D2 with YSL and MKWi's performance earlier. So
right. That was my expectation going in. I'd say as far as Team England goes, their chemistry won't be an issue either, as I mean, the 3 of Xander, Rosen, and Zach had played on AI together, and Ops and Seed played in YSL, so there's no issue of like breaking into each other's like comms or chemistry or things like that. They can kind of just jump into these matches ready to go. It's definitely gonna help them. C Gardens, which is definitely what you want. You do not want them to run away with the momentum getting a top 3 into BCWii. This opening's gonna be critical because of a lot of Gardens races really get dictated by this first set, so...
Yeah, I would like to see England go for maybe like 1-4 boxes into the first set. That's kind of the ideal. It looks like Rosen's stopping on the set in first. I can't exactly tell what went down.
You see a Shroom, no stop for Zilla. Yeah, it is lagging. Zach with a TC in second. You won't be able to get Zilla, so he'll have a little bit of a lead.
Looks like a pretty good start. 1-3-4 maybe for Canada. It's a little hard to tell, but I think
battle's a little close. I believe MKWii is 10 though, barely. This golden for ops could be good though. If you're Team Canada and you have a POW, you're definitely gonna try to POW shrooms. Or at least let your team take the cut if they have shrooms, and then POW the shrooms out of everybody else. The early golden.
Not really able to break. Oh, it looks like
You do get a
I
lap 2
have to
shock.
assume- yeah, an England shock.
Definitely an England shock there, yeah. Dodges Zach. Still time to catch up though. Triple shrooms 4 for Zilla as well, so he can definitely find his way back into the front. Yeah, no shrooms in first for Zach, I don't think. I did see a red come up as the shock happened. And a shroom 2 for ups, so...
Assume England is going to be 10th for a second shock since they used that early lap 2 one, but
Right. I mean, anything can happen with bagging, but if you're Team Canada, you'd obviously be praying that you do get it. Zilla in striking range, though, he could potentially get an item to, you know, break up this top 2. Ops will just hold the shroom, though. Looks like Ops is just not in second anymore. I don't know if he got trolled or he hit something, but he's in 5th right
yeah,
now.
Goober did sneak up into 3rd, it looks like, but he's getting TC. So. Oh, he
did pass it to Rosen, but Ops did get a very fortunate triple shrooms 5 there. To at least make it a 1-3 for England. Oh, well done by Alex for passing that TC, because that was going to be top 3, if not.
Yeah, it looks like England did end up with a bottom 2 there, so considering they got a pretty well used lap 2 shock, I'd say you can't really complain if you're Canada there.
Yeah, 100%. I don't know what happened to Ops there, because he was in second. They're kind of just top 2, but he fell out. I don't know if there's a penalty or whatever, or maybe he just failed. I'm not too sure, but
yeah,
either way,
definitely can't complain if you're Canada. They did a pretty good job clawing their way back in there with the TC pass and whatever happened to Ops.
and, yeah. I think it's definitely important for Team Canada to try to make this deficit back up before Team England get this BCWii pick, as of course having Rosen on your team will allow BCWii to be a very powerful track. So I think it's important that Team Canada keep these neutral or at least slightly winning races before it snowballs into a lead that they can't make up.
So apparently Ops hit the chain chomp in the maze section, so a pretty big mistake, but maybe he caught a little bit of a break getting back up into 3rd anyway, so it didn't cost too much.
Right. Definitely a mistake you're going to want to avoid going forward, though.
Yeah. Getting some of those first match nerves out of the way. This is England's debut. I don't remember if I mentioned that. I don't think I did, but they'll be looking to settle in a little.
Yeah, of course.
Canada off to early bottom 3-ish, 5 bottom 2. Yeah, great start for England.
And Nuke is hit out, so yeah, England will be in the front for this race. Bagging battle is close, so...
Still holding a golden. I think he will be able to get up into 2nd, around that area, to contest their top 2, at least, so...
For sure, yeah. Oh, and Zach is either bumped off or just
it looks like
not making it over.
They actually had both goldens there. I don't know how Goober got that. Maybe golden 5, but...
5.
And
it is hit out, though. You could see something happen with this bomb, though. Xander reacts to it. He gets another chance here. Yeah, well, less than ideal. Yeah, distance for that bomb.
Definitely not the interaction you wanted. Pulling 2 bombs in a row, you know,
right.
for at
into
least
a straightaway.
Yeah.
So if you're, I mean, you should just be cycling for blues at this point if you're Team Canada, trying to break something up.
Looks like I would assume MKWii has shock sitting there.
Sitting there. Ops does have this mega though, so he could disrupt a potential call here.
I'd suspect maybe Zesty's holding a dodge here, and no.
He just shroomed. Yeah. Potentially, I think Nuke. could be holding something, but I think that's the only dodge for Team Canada. Yeah, Ops in this Mega, so
Oh,
they're gonna have to
that
wait.
triple shrimp chain is gonna be. Yeah, he's
it's
flagging. Yeah, that was pretty good, I'd say. Even though he didn't hit them,
very,
he slowed
very
them
good.
down a lot.
Slowed them
Get
down
the trigger
enough.
up there.
Yeah, I mean, Canada, no other choice. They kind of have to call there. Nuke does dodge up.
Nuke dodges. He might have gotten his chain
Taken away
snagged by
from him,
Ops,
yeah.
backing up into the box. This
Or, I mean, both their
power's not
POVs
gonna
are in
do
the back.
it. Yeah.
I mean, we did see a lot of England in
Looks like a kind of an even race.
even race. No, I think
yeah.
so. Obviously, with a shock on Sherbet Land, you're hoping for a little bit more than an even race, but considering they were top 3 going into Cave, I wouldn't be too mad at it if I were Team Canada. Maybe just a poor opening, lap 1, if anything. And Zilla with the bombs on lap 2.
That triple shrimp chain for Ops on the ice was pretty much the best item he could have asked for there.
Exactly, yeah.
Because those Canada
He
members
did exactly
aren't
what he
gonna
needed to do.
Yeah, those Canada members aren't going to be expecting him to be coming up that fast in his Mega on them. But I will say they did a pretty good job of at least avoiding him, because getting Mega there probably would have taken them out of the race.
Exactly, yeah. Definitely some good damage control at the very least. And goodbye MKWii as well for getting that shock, because that was going to be a lot more devastating of a race.
Yeah, it was kind of an interesting race. The spots were kind of flipping back and forth, apart from Rosen in first. I guess Canada did get a blue, and then kind of were able to just shroom up and mix into 2, 3, 4. And then obviously Ops with that Mega got England back in the top 3. So
Right.
England opts for BC3, pretty standard. I think they got 1-4, so
Yeah. It's pretty routine for mixed spots, so it will come down to how this lap 1 cut plays out, though. Because packs definitely split on this one, so if you're Team Canada, you're going to want to see yourself at least in the front a little bit more this race.
yeah, definitely. Even if they can just get into first, because it seems like England's really been holding down first, which is you kind of have command of the race if you're first, no matter what the other spots you have are, most of the time at least.
Yeah. Jake approaching cut, Ops in a star with triple shrooms. Maybe starts Canada off, not too sure. Rosen does make Ultra, and this is
the
top 2 for
exact
England.
opposite of what Canada wanted. I'm pretty sure that's top 4 for England. Top 4 break. So
Top 4 break, yeah. This is very dire. You should just be screaming at your bagger that you desperately need it at this point.
yeah, and it looks like Seed's in 10th, so
If you have a POW, you could definitely at least POW them on the cut, but I don't even know if that'll be enough.
If Canada doesn't get POW or Shock, I suspect this race could go very bad here at the cut. Rosen doing Ultra, yeah. We don't see anything coming out. Rosen failing Ultra.
Oh, yeah.
Kind of a big mistake, because they would just be top 3 gone.
Zilla on the shortcut, so he's forced to go around. Pulls a blue, so might be some. Or no, this is top 2. Nano's wide. Yeah, so Nuke in 3rd, but they're still top 2 even with this blue.
The combo. Oh, I think Xander did end up getting comboed there.
It looked like it, yeah, on the map. I mean, if your Ops, your main goal is to just block the cut. So
Canada has clawed this back. I guess maybe a MKWii shock. No, MKWii just jumped off, so it's gonna be shot.
Blue.
Cut's gonna be open.
Be able to block the cut, yeah, and there's a fib on the Ultra. Shock does come
that's
in.
an England shock.
Definitely an England shock. Yeah. Yeah, forced pretty much all of Canada to go around besides one, I believe.
Yeah, it seems like can't exactly tell.
I think Goober is in 3rd. Or,
yeah.
Okay. See if you could bump Zach off maybe, but
pretty. I
He made
mean,
him lose time, it looked like.
Canada was able to, yeah, salvage a solid rate or a decent race at least. I think 3, 4, 5, 7 there.
Definitely unfortunate that Canada didn't have any dodges approaching the cut, because I mean, all it takes is one Canada member dodging and a star and
Yeah,
taking the cut. I think they
because
would
that's
have been
kind
able
of
to win.
yeah. Because even if Canada just has one dodge, that's kind of one of those situations for England where they have to call it there. You can't let Canada 3, 4, 5 like align for the cut while you're
Especially with
talking.
it open, yeah. A very critical blue timing onto ops before he can make it to the shortcut block. So I would say a salvage considering they were top 4 break going into lap 1 with seed in 10th. So still going to be trailing a little bit though in this war.
Yeah, the biggest thing for Canada is just those race starts. Like, even though they clawed their way back, you don't want to be going into lap 2, bottom 4 break. It's
Yeah.
never gonna be good.
I mean, Zach pulled a mega first set and went to work. I mean, he made great use of it. He squished Zilla, and I think he disrupted another Canada player. So a lot of their front spots were able to just take the cut in the front. So they were able to develop an early lead.
Royals Goldmine coming out for England, pretty standard top 2 plus 8th track. 8th obviously able to get that box on the first zipper that you can't really get from anywhere else. You can kind of get it from 7th, but it can allow your 8th place to actually get up into first right away on a track where it's usually hard to catch up on. So that's why you kind of see this track almost every war, I would say. Usually when you get a top 2 6-8, top 2 5-8, this comes out.
Yeah, we'll see if Zilla can try to draft this top 2. Won't be able to, but he is seconds, a little bit of lag.
Op's able to keep his Nana, kind of threaten Zilla with it.
Oh, drifts the wrong
Right.
way. It was an
On
early
the
mega by
drift.
Rosen, I believe, taking out Goober and Nuke getting T-seed, so Zilla, I believe, is the only Canada member up here on this lap 1 of Goldmine here.
Yeah, and being third on Goldmine is not very good, especially behind a top 2 who can double back.
Yeah,
And
you just can't really
I,
pull anything valuable. You can't pull blues. You can maybe get a bomb, but it's about
I
it.
think we saw Op slow down, so I'm pretty sure Rosen has a shroom in 1 now. Could be wrong, but yeah, nice fib. Makes him hit the wall, so
Yeah,
able
and
to
I mean,
just
they're
get
doing
some
everything they need to do. They're just double backing,
exactly
creating space.
double backing and just able to break away in top 2. But Nuke is able to shroom up. And this
This
POW
POW could
could
be
be
good.
great. There it is. Opting to hold the POW, maybe a power red for Nuke up on this uphill here. I mean, now that he's 4th, probably not, but I assume he's gonna chain. Oh.
This POW is definitely going to be the difference maker, how England handled this.
I'm surprised they didn't POW there, but Ops did mess up a little bit. So they're gonna be able to get close to him here.
Go for the POW on the TS ramp. Definitely a Canada shock. TSing
Yeah.
Rosen off. See if any
Getting
dodges
into
coming up.
2-3. Gr- Canada growing on that ramp is actually able to get them really close to Ops, but Nuke
Ooh,
getting
Nuke is
backed
back
off.
greened off. It's going to be a very big point swing. Rosen T-seed.
Looks like Goober and
Looks like
Zesty
Alex
both
and
coming up.
Zesty got third.
Yeah.
Or yeah, third and fourth. So the salvage would have been a 2, 3, 4, 5 if that back green isn't connected. So well done on that green by Ops there.
Yeah, I
Again,
mean,
another instance where I feel like we kind of saves the day. You know, Canada gets off to a rough start and are just in a dire strait for a shock, and it happens. I didn't see any, maybe a dodger from the back, but no
yeah, I
one
didn't
in
notice.
no one in the front that could really contest first. But a
Nuke
two,
was
three, four,
still,
six,
yeah. Only
you'll take
losing
it.
4 points out on that back green. I don't know how he got 6 still, but he did. So yeah, I keep saying it, but these race starts just like in order for Canada to really turn this around, they're gonna need to get into first. Like you can't play
Yeah.
from 3-4 all race and like the whole war and expect to come back.
I'd like to see more aggression. Like, I think maybe 3 races now I've seen at least one England member just use a mega early and take out a lot of Canada early on in the race and kind of just give the top spot some space. So I think if you're Canada, you just want to be aggressive at the start to get into first because again, you can have so much control of the race just by being in first. So
In
Super
KC, I mean,
Cape,
this is a good chance for Canada to get up into first. This track is super first set dependent, probably one of the most in the game. Golden first set can get you a solid 2-second lead if you get it no stop.
I mean, in some instances it can win you the race even. So
Exactly.
backing a fib on the Shroomba does connect. Well done by Ops
Yeah.
right there.
And
Rosen
yet
shrooming through
again,
the grass.
Rosen
Yeah, and
probably having a shroom in first right now. Yep. He
this is
either used it
yeah.
or did shroomless right there. So
Can maybe see
once
some
again,
drop stars, but again, but again, oh, this bill from Zilla.
definitely going to
Maybe
be
see
an
something
advantage
happen.
for Canada. MKWii probably going to chain away, especially with their positions in the race not being great.
Yeah, we do see him drop a star for third, so an early bill. I guess in fear that the other bagger have already pulled or could pull.
Yeah, yeah. I think they. Yep, Seed already has it, so
Yeah,
just getting rid of it makes sense.
because at this point you just need to cycle for blues or just anything to disrupt them. They're top two, so
Yeah, I don't expect to see Canada holding much of anything. I think they're bottom 3 right now, or close to it. Um, but a bomb onto. Yeah, I don't know. uh, maybe Canada Star Drops will be able to get them kind of back into this race. Yeah, it looks
yeah, we
like.
do see that. One of England might be holding a blue, but if you're Canada, you kind of have no choice but to cycle because there's really no other way back into this race. Especially with Seed holding shock. Oh, and that's a
And
really
Ops,
important backspan.
yeah,
Yeah.
Ops hitting Odzilla. That's pretty much going to guarantee their top 2, even with a blue.
Shock does come out. Team England shock dodging Zach in the Mega. So it's TC in fourth.
Pretty much
This
top
race
3
is
is
pretty much
confirmed.
curtains.
We'll have to see what the other England member is able to do. I'm not sure. It should be Xander. But Ops,
Ops going forward
he's having some fun.
around the
So
world on the turn right there, on the wall red strat.
it
Shouldn't
looks like
matter though, as they're
Xander is
way too
in,
far
I
ahead.
believe, 6th or 5th. So
I gotta imagine Xander was holding blue up until that shock as he
I
wasn't in
think
the race.
it's hard to tell, but I think that might have been a top 4 for England. Either a top 4 or top 3 5, I'm pretty sure. Xander took cut at the end and was right next to Nuke, I believe it was.
I mean, regardless, again, it's just another race where I wouldn't say it's decided by lap one, but it's heavily dictated by lap one. And definitely going to give some props to Ops there. Lap one fib onto the Shroomba, connecting on a Team Canada member, and then hiding a red onto Zilla. Really the only top spot that Team Canada had that race. So, yeah, well done by him. And if you're Team Canada right now, you kind of just have to hope that you get the next track pick and you can
Yeah.
mentally reset. I don't imagine that
They
call
just,
is too hot right now, but
yeah, they need a hard reset track right now. Just rely on your bagger for a race and just see what you can do. I mean, because they're getting heavily outran. There's pretty much no way around that.
it's definitely not mathematically out of it. They're not mathematically out of it at all, but mentally, right? And obviously, mental is huge in wars. I think a lot of the beginnings can be dictated by if a player is really focused or not, and if they're tilting, then they might not be all the way into the race, into the beginnings. So little slip-ups like that can add up, and then the other team will just end up in the front. So, and it does pick Bowser's Castle, which is horrible news for Team Canada, like I was saying earlier. This is one of
Definitely
those
not what
tracks.
you want to see, especially against Rosen. Very good glitch taker, very consistent. So
If anything, you're gonna just want to break even on a race like this if you're Team Canada, because it's just really hard to to win against a powerful Daisy user. We'll see how this opening plays out, though.
one good news for Canada is that Rosen was in third, and it looks like he's already out. So
Yeah, they're definitely going to be going out of their way to take Rosen out early and just try to gatekeep him. Gonna do their best to block the cut.
Yeah.
Hop's going right. Let's see if he tries to get the. Oh no, he just burns stream.
Looks like glitch will be open. Yep. Rosen
making it. Zilla failing it off the track. This is top 3 for Team England. Zesty in range. I mean, looked like an England shock too. Lost his item, so no snipe attempt here, I believe. I think if you're Team Canada,
Zesty against England this race. I mean, I don't know. He has to fend off double backs.
At this point, it might be more worth to look at the bagger situation. Because, I mean, yeah, back bomb off the Zesty, so.
Yeah, we do see one bagger just looking to go chain in
onto Rosen, forcing to go around. A blue as well, so. Oh, hits 2 of them. It's 2 of them.
Yeah, that actually was a super impactful blue, and one of them got comboed, I believe, so. Canada maybe sneaking back up into 3-4, but
maybe kind of just sitting there.
But yeah, the other bagger, England has shock. Their bagger's sitting under the last. Oh, nope, he just respawned. Okay, well,
so far shockless, but again, I mean, if you're Team Canada, you can't afford it to be shockless. Top 2 with some space, so
they're gonna need a shock and maybe. There's a 1 blue. They're probably going to need another one. Maybe 2 more. If
maybe 2.
And Rosen fills it off, and there's another blue.
Another blue for
get into first. Somehow, Canada's
Mega
found
for
their way
Zilla.
into first. Zilla in a Mega in 4th. I don't even know how this is possible.
There's a red. Oh, narrowly avoids all of those items. Bill coming up. Not sure who that is. The name tag isn't popping up.
I think it was a Canada member, maybe Nuke. I'm not sure. But
I think regardless, that's a phenomenal salvage from Team Canada.
Winning the race out of that.
Definitely some luck with the Blues, I will say, but a really bad fail from Rosen. Their lap 3 uncontested, from what I understand. So.
Yeah, I think even if he just blocks glitch there and gets blued, they hold top 2.
Right. I think lap 2 is also a little bit of an unfortunate miscommunication from England, as 2 England members did get blued. I don't think it's split, but I mean, just hitting 2 people out is never going to be good. And yeah, a 1-4-5 for Team Canada, so a winning race.
Yeah, +3 race out of that. I mean, we said they wanted to break even, and they did.
Even though just that. Probably in the most questionable way possible, but they did. So if there's any track to take away from this Team England, it's the best one to do it on.
And I mean, that might be what Canada needs, just to swing it around. Obviously, they're still down a lot, but just the feeling of getting that winning race from that situation.
Being able to salvage an impossible situation, because they've been in a lot of those. And that was really the probably the biggest one, at least for point swing. So hopefully a good rebound for them, mentally at least. Unfortunately, not able to chain that into a track pick, but we'll see how this shakes out. Parkway. Again, this lap 1, will determine a lot of how this race turns out. So I'd like to see at least more aggression, really, from Team Canada, just to be in the front at the start.
Zilla is able to get a box. Should be able to run one of them. No.
does break on that wide wall. 2-3 force for Team England, but Alex is still in first.
Yeah, holding down
Does get a
first.
net off onto Rosen, so this Mega Priscilla could be huge. So he has to do with it. Forces Xander to Shroom.
Yeah, I wonder if he's gonna hold this or look to chain it last set. If I had to guess, I think he's gonna chain it last set here and maybe try to hit. Yep,
There
going
he
for
goes.
Xander.
Gets a fib onto Ops as well.
I believe he
So
hit
top
Xander
2
there.
for Team.
Yeah,
Team
top 2
Canada.
break. Kind of the first time we've seen this all war.
England is shrooming
We
up
do see Zach.
with
Yeah,
Zach.
he's gonna be golding up into first. Kind of.
MKWii
England is fifth.
That's seed after cannon there, driving forward. So probably Team England with shock,
Yeah,
but they are
probably
ninth,
safe to
so
assume that. Yeah.
they won't. I mean, they're not really in a hurry to use it either.
But Ops with a Mega, and I wouldn't be surprised if we just see Zach dodging in first and Ops dodging in a
Having this
Mega. I mean,
dodge. Right.
but honestly,
I mean,
we
they're at
could
a point in
hold
the
it.
war where they don't need to play for an insane race. They got the upper hand. They're up quite a bit. Forced into the
Change
Mega
his
though,
Mega.
or he changed it rather.
Interesting. I mean, he does get into second, so either way, they're in a good seat here. But that makes me a
Rosen
little
in third.
confused.
This is top 3 for Team England.
It does make me a little confused. I mean, he just goes and yeah. I think a Canada shock.
Oh,
actually.
Rosen. Yeah, Rosen. Yeah,
Yeah.
Canada shock.
I don't know how I missed that, but
Yeah. But a TC chain, he's maybe able to get it to Zach here.
he's at least gonna be able to cement Goober in first. But yeah, kind of a lot of lag there from Zach. He's still up right next to Goober.
In first, yeah.
And Ops, good Pow, probably a Canada. I don't even know.
It was a messy ending. I mean, definitely an unfortunate TC pull for Zilla. Would have been race swinging for sure had he gotten off to Zach, but it did look like there was some lag there. He kind of just jumped from next to Zilla all the way to in front of Alex.
Yeah, I think that's a good race for England though. It was a little hard to tell with everyone taking the shroom cut and the T-Pow. But I want to say it was a 1-3-4 or something like that. But
and again, I mean, at this stage in the war, if you're England, you're not exactly playing for those huge races, so you're definitely happy seeing. Yeah, 1-3-4.
Yeah, 1-3-4.
So.
And I mean, when Canada is getting shock on a cannon track, you are definitely happy with 1-3-4.
1-3-4.
Especially while they're already up by 40, now 50. So
yeah, I mean, I think it's about time Canada probably gonna have to start taking some risks because they are down quite a bit. They really need to get like a top 3 or a top 4 just for the momentum as well, right? Because I mean, it won't make up the deficit, but I think the momentum's still in England's favor. That was probably the closest race we've had to where Canada were in the front early on, and England it still felt like had a lot of control where they were just 1-4. So
yeah, Zach was able to probably get a golden up into a mid spot if I had to guess, because the pack was decently split and he still got up into first. So just well done overall by England. Like they've been first for 90% of the war, and it shows like in how the races play out. They've been able to dictate
for
all
sure.
of them.
Yeah, and if this race goes like the last, I mean, Maple is not exactly a track where you can easily catch up on without the shock. So kind of saying the same thing again and again, but if you're Canada, you really just want to control the race a little bit more, try to get into the front.
Maybe look to have your person who jumps into cut maybe golden up, try to get to first. That's kind of what looks to be their only hope from right here. But
So
it's
missing that box,
Rosen.
it's a crucial box to miss.
There's Zesty was their goldener in cut, I believe, but he just got nanted out. So
He's
yet
top 3
again,
for Team
England.
He's in range at least, but maybe make something happen with these greens. Not quite. Unfortunate TC pull for Zilla. Probably gonna send him to the back. I think if you're Team England, again, you don't need to take risks, so even if you do get shocked, you can kind of just hold it, right?
Yeah,
Again,
and
we're in a situation where Canada needs the shock, so you don't want to
again, we're
risk using it
seeing
early.
yeah, exactly. And again, we're seeing Canada kind of in just a 1v3 scenario up here. Kind of just forced to be bailed out by Blues. Like, I expect we'll see them continue to chain for it. I think they need to. They're England's still top 2 break, so
Yeah.
I'm not sure. Yeah, Zesty is third, but not really in a position to do much of anything, really.
Yeah.
Both baggers still sitting there, so no shock yet. And Canada's probably going to need it.
I mean, we'll see right here. I think if Canada
Nice
has
turn
it,
green on Zesty from Ops. So yeah, England's
if
back
Canada
in the
has
top
it, it's
two.
coming now. It does not happen, so.
Yeah, I mean,
You're gonna have to like pray for a mass DC here at this point, but top 3 for Team England.
yeah, I don't know. I mean, oh,
Oh,
Ops just sniped him with the with the leaf pile there. And he's
he
getting
glued it on the
glowed
net.
for.
He will probably
Yeah.
lose to some Canada members
Losing
after
a
this. This is
ton
one
of
of the
time
worst.
here. Getting bumped off.
Pushed off. I mean, even without the bump off, that's a really bad spot to get glued on this track.
Even with that,
Zilla
Xander
able to
still
sneak
managed to
into.
get fourth. Though.
Yeah, it looked close, but regardless, again, just not what you want to see for Canada. I just don't imagine their first set boxes were very good, as they were just top 2, and then after Zesty got hit out top 3. So
Yeah, I mean, this is just the story of the war. England top 2, and then hitting it back on Canada's only top spot. It's we've kind of just seen it over and over again, and Canada hasn't had a single counter really.
yeah, Ops actually does end up getting 8th after running that whole time, but it's just not enough. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, I
down
mean,
60, so you're gonna have to chain top 4s. That's really your only goal here. You're gonna have to all run at this point, I think. Might see some GV2 or Raceway action.
yeah,
Actually, end up picking GV, Grumble Volcano, so.
I think there's 3. Yeah, there's 3 races left,
Oh,
so
3 races. My apologies.
they're gonna look to maybe top 4 and then chain it into a TF or mountain, but they do get the reset, so this is what they've needed for a while, just a full reset track. And probably going to be relying on their bagger. You're going to need a shock to get the huge race you need on GV, especially. So Zilla's able to
Still able to get ahead.
yeah, drive into first. Not
And nana him into that cave. So, well done.
maybe they
You're
would have
still
liked
gonna need
something like that on a track other than GV, but
GV, yeah. And we do see Ops with this golden, so gets bumped a little bit. A little bit of a messy rock, but he does make it over.
yeah, he makes it over. He'll be able to kind of stay in the race in fourth, which is a pretty good spot to get shrooms. Goober
Really
actually-
unfortunate
Yeah.
green from Goober connects to Zilla, forcing him to burn the shroom. I believe this top 2 have shrooms, so.
We do see one bagger making it back. The other one just going to be stuck in 9th. I think it's MKWC in 10th. I'm not positive on that. We'll see in a second, I would assume. But yeah, Zesty making rock. Zach
So-
making rock, so...
Everybody in the top spot's making the rock.
This is...
If Team Canada can get the shock, they can definitely
Yeah.
make something happen.
If Canada gets
on
shocked,
respawn.
they're in a great position. Goober Yeah, throwing his screen away. Probably gonna be chaining for
Second for
Shroom.
shrooms.
Blue plate?
Blue plate.
Oh my god.
Zilla
Those
barely
everywhere.
surviving that. Did lose a lot of time. Had to burn a shroom as well.
Yeah, I'm not sure what that means now for
Really
isn't
good
able to
path for
off dodge.
England.
Yeah.
Forcing, forcing. He spams
Oh,
a shroom by mistake.
yeah.
He's trying to get to his box as quick as possible.
And I'm pretty sure. Actually, I have no idea whose shock that was. Rosen is hit out. I assume that's a Canada shock, but that's just not going to be enough. Maybe 135. I'm not sure.
It was pretty close. I would have to imagine that was a Team Canada blue from way back, and an England member just spotted it and turned it to a whole situation where the top two spots just slow down to not get blued. Nearly got Zilla off the track there, so would have been really bad. He's able to
Yeah,
hold together though.
I think he was trying to maybe shroom through the blue, but it exploded earlier than he thought. So yeah,
England end
I
up
guess
getting 1-3.
yeah, Zach was able to get first. So
It's just not enough for Team Canada. You're gonna need more than that
yeah, I mean they're
to
in
make
an
up this
all-around
deficit.
situation now. So
Yeah. I wasn't really keeping track of the track picks on each team because I know that can definitely be a big part of being able to snowball and being able to chain good races and just being able to stay in the front. But I mean, still, I do think that a lot of these races have been controlled by England. So
yeah, it definitely feels like England have gotten the majority of them, but at the same time, even those like neutral tracks like BC3 and KC, they were able to pretty much have a
right,
commanding lap one and like gone top four on BC3, gone top two on KC. So it's hard to really blame the tracks, but do you see Mumu Meadows? I imagine this will be an all-run attempt here. Yeah,
yeah,
looks
we do
like it.
see it coming out. You kind of have to at this point. So that is zesty. I think with an
Yeah.
early shroom and a golden into first, two of England taken out on
Yeah.
that ramp. So
Good start for Canada, but yeah,
again, with
Revolution's
all
a
run,
yeah.
it's Alex is redded out. But yeah, with all run, it's just
All
gonna
around.
be
We just see
a
England
very
in
likely England
bottom
shock.
four right now, actually. So, but yeah, there
And
comes
there it is.
double dodge for England.
One Dodger and Bill, yeah. So
But
you're
they
gonna
won't
just
be
have
able
to
to catch
hope.
that top two.
At this point, if you're Canada, you're just gonna have to hope that your items here are just more powerful than Team England's to be able to hold this top four or this big race.
And a blue
And a
comes out.
blue. That is
Probably going to be the dagger on any. Oh, that is going to be
Zilla.
the dagger on any hopes that Canada had. I couldn't tell.
It looks like
Yeah,
a
pretty.
2-3
Yeah,
for Canada, but it's just not enough.
pretty even race, I think. But we get to see it right away. Yeah, plus like
Yeah.
5 race for Canada. It is now mathematically impossible by quite a bit. So not
Yeah.
really. I don't know. I mean, I feel like we've already said what needs to be said about how this war went. It's kind of been the
Yeah.
same thing over and over, it feels like.
I mean, as far as Team Canada, I mean, this is their main LU, and we were able to see in their last match against Scandinavia, I mean, they were in the front a lot more than this war. So I would just say maybe more adjustments to playing against Team England. These guys won the last World Cup, so they understand what they need to do to win. And I think if Team Canada are able to make those adjustments, lap one especially, with like knowing where to be really to just get into the front, That'll
Yeah, a
definitely
lot
help
of
them because a lot of those races, as we've said plenty of times, have been dictated just off the lap one, and England are running away in the front.
yeah,
So
even even less than the lap one, the first item set, it feels like.
yeah, yeah. See a Moonview Highway, maybe some fishes attempted, but I mean, looks like they're playing this race with two people driving backwards for practice, but it's not really a whole lot to commentate here as this war is over. But
Yeah, I guess we can just talk about the standings as a whole. I don't have them pulled up, but what I do know that's interesting in this group is that France is actually undefeated. They're 3-0 right now, which I don't think many people would be expecting, and they actually play these two teams for their last two matches. So, I mean, if France takes even one of those, we could see them as the first or second seed in this group, which could definitely mix things up for the bracket stage. And because they beat Scandinavia, which was a pretty big upset, I would say. I would have Scandinavia on paper as a maybe top three seeded team in this tournament. So, um, yeah, it'll be interesting to see how this group ends up shaking up, and how it'll affect the matches in the quarterfinals or semifinals. Because you might see some weird matchups that you wouldn't expect. Because I believe Scandinavia is 1 and 2 right now, so you could even see Scandinavia with a 4 seed into the I don't know what just happened there in the actual race, but regardless, I think England's kind of sticking with what's been happening all war. It seems like they've been top three pretty much the whole time, but
close
yeah,
this out with a bang. Oh yeah, I also wasn't expecting a 3-0 for France, but very well done on them. If you're Team Canada, you shouldn't be sweating it too hard. This is a Pot A team, or yeah, a Pot A team, so it's probably the toughest match you'll have to play in this group stage. So I definitely think that these guys will be able to rebound in their later matches. I wouldn't count them out at all from this, but I mean, yeah, we'll be seeing the final table shortly, but just a really, really dominant match, like from the get-go,
yeah, a pretty impressive debut from England to say the least.
for sure. Definitely making a statement, showing that, they won last time and they very well maybe can do it again. We'll have to see.
Yeah, and I'll say I was very impressed with Ops. He's able to do a lot of
Yeah,
damage to Canada, and hold down his spots well when he was put in those positions too. So for his debut, it was really good and definitely speaks well for the future of England's matches.
yeah. I'm not sure if you mentioned this, but he did end up MVPing Division Two and Grand Star Cup, so he has
Yeah,
overall huge potential in the big stage, and here he is proving it with those really important plays in the front, taking out a lot of Canada's really like last hopes, last ditch efforts in these races. So definitely able to stand out here in today's match. But yeah, if you have anything
yeah.
to add, otherwise,
I don't know. I think we've about run it dry at this point. Just I'm looking forward to see more of England play because that was a very impressive match from them. Like I
definitely,
will say that.
yeah, which
So
will happen. I believe. I'm not too sure if there's more matches later on
I don't think
today.
I think this might have been the last match of the weekend. I'm not positive, but uh
Yeah, I'll have to take a look, but either way, definitely stay tuned for the next matches, either later today or next weekend. And yeah, they should be really. I mean, they're going to be deciding the deciding matches for the tournament. So definitely stay tuned for those. And yeah, if you have anything else to say, otherwise, I think we could
I
probably go ahead
think
and wrap up here.
yeah, I think we're good to wrap up. Thanks everyone for watching and thanks for thanks Yosh for doing the work behind the scenes. Is great
Yeah,
experience.
yeah, it's good casting. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and